What's up, everybody? So this week we're going to be working on the lifted all-wheel drive Civic. So first thing we need to do is do a little bit of musical cars and get the EF off the lift and back into its parking spot. Get these up front moved, then get the all-wheel drive car on the lift, go through some parts, and see what we can get done on it. Alright, got everything rearranged, got the all-wheel drive car back in here. I've just been looking over for the last little bit, trying to remember where I left off and everything. And it's looking like all that's left to do as far as under the hood goes is I need to figure out something to do with this throttle cable here, make that a little bit better. And it looks like it needs some transmission fluid. So first thing I'm going to do is get this throttle cable taken care of, at least make it kind of fixed. I think what I'm going to do is pull this bracket off right here, then chop it and add this to it, and that should pull it out about that far. And if we look at this right here, that should put us somewhere in this area where we need to be. So I guess we'll get to it. So I threw a little bit of Bondo on there just to cover up my lack of fabrication skills. And then I went ahead and put the rear on jack stands and get this thing up in the air while I'm waiting on that to dry so I can paint it. We're going to try and get something knocked out on the rear end. We actually have like kind of a prototype piece from HRG. So I'm going to attempt to test fit that and then finish off the throttle cable bracket will probably be all in this video. Alright, so these are the prototype pieces we got from HRG Off-Road. They are designed to drop the lower, rear lower control arm. And they'll go in here like this. And then the control arm will bolt to this bottom hole right here. And then we should be able to build the diff mount off of that. So that'll bring the diff down also. And get everything in a nice straight line for the axles and diff. And it'll move the control arm down away from this piece. So this will stop hitting so we can put the proper adjustment in the top and get the camber out of the wheels. Hopefully, that's the plan anyways. Looks like that's actually a winner. What side versus this side? Way better. Look, I'm gonna do the same thing to this side. And I'll put it back out on the ground and finish out that throttle cable. Well, I would definitely call that a win. The alignment shop can get it dialed in the rest of the way when it's time. At least now we know everything's going to work. So this is pretty much where the rear is going to sit for a while until HRG Off-Road figures out a solution for right here to bring the diff down. And then after that we'll be able to hang the diff and see if the drive shaft and stuff is going to work. And then once the drive shaft works, I guess it'll be time for the first test drive as an all-wheel drive vehicle. Obviously he's got a plan already because he put this little extension piece on here. I don't know what he's thinking, but he's got something in his head, that's for sure. He just wanted to make sure that these worked first before he made the next piece. It cambered back in a little bit. It'll just be a matter of getting the upper and lower arms kind of situated right. They both have a lot of adjustment left in them. I got this side a lot closer. So I guess now we'll go ahead and throw that throttle cable bracket on and see how that works. Oh, here's how the bracket ended up. Definitely not what I was going for. I was trying to make it all look like one piece. So I definitely failed on like the welding and Bondo part of this, but it should be functional nonetheless. So we'll throw it on there anyways. That feels more better. Well, with it installed in the car, it doesn't look terrible. Definitely doesn't look good, but it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Pull back here and it all kind of blends in. first day back working on this thing. Rear wheels are pretty much fixed. Just needs a proper alignment, some fine tuning on the adjustments, and it idles a lot better. Doesn't stumble and die out whenever you let go of the throttle. So I guess we'll leave this one off right here. Just a quick video making a little bit of progress on the car. Starting to get some things buttoned up. Just trying to keep making progress and keep this project moving forward. But yeah, thanks for watching. We'll see you next week for another one. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe.